Elesh Norn calls for the rally-o. Elesh Norn, prime for the tally-ho. She has come to save this land. Elesh and Dale work hand in hand.
So here we are with our very first Elesh Norn game. Now I didn't actually get to practice this deck whatsoever because I had jury duty and I lost a lot of time this week. So sadly, this will be our very first game. I don't know if it'll be good. I'd like to assume so. A lot of my dudes are cheap, so I'm going to keep this hand. I've got a lot of mana ramp as well somewhere out there. Should be good. And you know what? Knight of the White Orchid could get me some more planes if I come into some troubles. Indeed. So I don't play this turn 2, unless my opponent, who by the way is Karrthus, Tyrant of Jund, as played by J Chisel 33. Yeah, he needs to play more land than me before I play Knight of the White Orchid. If I get a third mana, I don't think I'll care. I did get a third mana. I care enough, though. I care enough that I'll play Mentor of the Meek and then get a card off of the Knight of the White Orchid and perhaps another planes in my hand. But then again, he is going to be taking something now. What? I do not know. So the whole deal with this deck is I play a lot of little dudes that and a lot of stuff to make those little dudes bigger dudes, including Elesh Norn herself. Look at that lovely lady. Will come down, make my guys big, and his guys small. And that'll be that. What did they get rid of? Michiko Kanda Truth Seeker. Yeah, that's a good one, but I'm not that sad to see her go. I think it's fine. So, we will Mentor of the Meek. Next turn, we shall either Soltari Visionary or Knight of the White Orchid. One of the two. If I draw a land, it'll be Soltari Visionary. If I don't, then Knight of the White Orchid, and I just don't get to use his come into play ability. But if he gets me a card, I feel that's fine. 2/2 plus draw a card for 3. It could be a lot worse. I feel like Return to Dust will be decent this game as well. I imagine you need a lot of mana ramp for Karrthus of Jund. That being said, I won't be wasting it on the Expedition map, I'm afraid. Or will I? No, that's silly. That is silly. You know what? I will, oh, man. I'll play the Soltari Visionary, not get a card. But next turn I'll be able to play the Knight of the White Orchid, get a card, and a planes. I think that's probably better. I know, Mentor of the Meek. Yes, you're disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in me too, Mentor of the Meek. Don't you worry. We can both be disappointed. Look at J Chisel 33. He's not disappointed. He thinks he's the cat's pajamas. So nothing, because cats don't wear pajamas, and I will believe that till the end of my days. I do not believe there are people out there that will make pajamas for their cat. I refuse to. So yeah, you're nothing. J Chisel 33. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, Chromatic Lantern. Possibly a mistake. Possibly a mistake. Okay. Well, we will Knight of the White Orchid and get a card. Yes. Yeah, you can graft, friend. Let's always yield to that graft, why don't we? Now, what's good about Knight of the White Orchid is that the planes that it seeks comes onto the battlefield untapped. So I can actually play land tax with it as well. And we are looking pretty good. Because if he plays some mana next turn, and I feel like he will, then I will be able to get a few from the land tax. And then I'll be set for mana for the entire game, I do believe. You know, Loxodon on Gatekeeper ought to be good against Karrthus, should Karrthus come down. Oh, the Slumbering Dragon. Ooh, I'm really scared. Am I really scared? I might be. Okay, if he doesn't play a land... Whatever. If he doesn't play a land, then what I do, stop on my turn, is I path to exile that Slumbering Dragon. He puts a land into play, and then I get to land tax. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and I might just get rid of Chromatic Lantern and Expedition Map. I think that'll be a fine turn indeed, and then I'll run in with my 3 guys unblocked. Praetor's Grasp. I don't know, man. You are not playing planes, and I only have, like, 1 artifact. 1 colorless thing you can play, Solemn Simulacrum. I'm not too worried about that. And, you know, some mana ramp. But that's it. I have strict rules with Hold the Elesh, please, and those rules dictate there are no enchantments and no artifacts that are not related to mana in this entire deck. It actually made deck building a little bit tricky because there are so many good enchantments and artifact equipments for little guys to have. Yeah, you're exiled, I see. So stop, yep. Path to exile, that's what's up. Go ahead, get a thing, let me get some planes today. Right? Is that what's going to happen? Yes, it is. No more need to stopping on my turns. Wait, why didn't that work? Oh, it's at the very beginning. Oh, very beginning. Before anything. Sad, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I will instead do nothing. Actually, that kind of ruined my whole turn, didn't it? Didn't it? Yes. Oh well. Sometimes I have plans that don't work out so well. Yeah, that's actually a problem. Can he play the Tyrant now? No, but pretty damn close. If he plays a land, he will. Yowzer. Okay, so I need to kill these things on my turn. Or I'll just keep Condemn up. That'll work. That's actually pretty... That's probably better, keeping Condemn up, actually. Let's do that. I will be getting planes on my next turn, though. So, whatever. If he doesn't play a land this turn, then mission was accomplished just a turn later than I wanted. J Chisel, 33, about to play. Solemn Simulacrum? No, the Vengeful Pharaoh. Yowzer. Go ahead and graft, buddy. I don't much care. Well, the Sultari Visionary can still get in there anyway. That's a solid 2, just for you. Maybe I play Loxodon Gatekeeper and draw a card, or maybe I return to dust these 2 things. I think I return to dust these 2 things. Do I? You know, I'm not so sure. Like I said, if I keep Condemn up, then I don't think it really matters. Because condemning the Tyrant is a pretty sweet way to make him lose a whole turn. Yes, I'd love to do this ability. Gimme dem planes. And I drew a planes. Alright then. I will return to dust. I'll return to dust instead of playing the Loxodon Gatekeeper. I still have the 1-up if he gets the Tyrant out. And this way he doesn't get to use his Expedition Map or fix his mana with the Chromatic Lantern. And then we'll run in for 2 and we'll have the Condemn up. Now, part of me sort of wants to condemn that Vengeful Pharaoh, but then I have to deal with Karrthus for reals. I don't know if I want to do that. And he can play Karrthus right now. I really hope he does. Do I run the Knight of the White Orchid into the Vengeful Pharaoh? I don't think so. I think I let him hit me for 5 once anyway, and then I could send out everything else I so desire. Ideally, he plays Karrthus. He gets 7 life, yes, but then I don't have to worry about Karrthus for the rest of the game. Gilded Lotus, that works too. Well, if that's the case, then I will condemn the Vengeful Pharaoh, and then I'll play the Loxodon Gatekeeper to keep Karrthus tapped. But then again, he's Diabolic Tutoring for perhaps a board wipe right now. So maybe, just maybe, that's not the right plan either, and I do keep Condemn up as a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Yes, Plastic Cactus, you have decreed it well. Get out of jail free it is.
Okay. Land taxing. I don't care. I will land tax, and then I'll just discard some of these planes at the end of my turn. Let's do... Oh, Austere Command. Well, well, well. That'll be good one day. But right now, we are Cage Sunning and choosing whites and simply running in again with the Saltari Visionary, and that's it. Discarding 2 planes. Done and done. So now we're pretty set on the manas. Elesh Norn could come down next turn if I want, but I'd like to bait out that board wipe first if possible. You know what else is a good combo? It was Loxodon Gatekeeper and Sunblast Angel on the following turn. So maybe I do condemn the Vengeful Pharaoh just to get rid of it. Oh, look at you with your fucking 10. Bringing me down to 10 life over here. Or even... am I going to get hit for a big 10 damage thing? I might. Or maybe he's just counting on Karrthus. So he definitely searched for this. So I'm not that worried anymore about a board wipe. And I will run the knight into this simply because I feel like it's easier for him to find a way to deal 5 damage to me than it is for him to find a way to deal 10 damage to me. Let's not use it now. I got plenty. Hey, Mazavith! Don't mind if I do. Mazavith, doodly-doo. So this is going to attack Jade Chisel, and this is going to attack Soren. That'll be that for that. Let's play Loxodon Gatekeeper. And that's it. I did not play Elesh Norn because I want to keep Condemn up. Just in case. If he wants to play Karrthus and run in with Karrthus, or I guess running in with Karrthus isn't going to do anything unless he has removal. But let's say he does have removal. Kills Loxodon Gatekeeper, runs in with Karrthus and Vengeful Pharaoh. Then Mazavith takes care of one, and Condemn takes care of the other. Works for me. I also have Austere Command. But, I'd like to hold off on that if possible. It's another great get-out-of-jail-free card. I'd prefer to play the Sunblast Angel. Well, shit. I need to destroy enchantments next turn, or I'm dead probably right now. That's what the Saltari Visionary's for. But if he, kills the Saltari Visionary, like he should, with whatever he plays, then I have to Austere Command that thing right away. Isn't that right? Clicked the wrong one. Oh, sorry, dude. Magic is an unforgiving mother. Might have. He doesn't know what I have in my hand. Might have given me the game. Unless he was going to kill me this turn with a combo, I don't think it was going to give me the game. Might have just given me the game, please. That's what you say to a person who doesn't have any cards in his hand, or maybe one in his hand. Yeah. Fuck this thing. Now I've got Maze of Ith for the Karrthus, and I'm not remotely worried. We're going to send in Elesh. Yup. And I guess we will... cancel. I mean, I have to austere command that Warstorm Surge. I really do. I guess I'll do destroy artifacts and enchantments. Which is not great. Well, let's attack first then. It's not great, but it's what I gotta do. I can't have that Warstorm Surge, and I'd rather... Oh, what am I talking about? Soltari Visionary is gonna take care of the Warstorm Surge. What am I doing? I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I waited. Alright, so I've got the Maze of Ith for Karrthus, and then I think I just win next turn. Unless there's some sort of shenanigan I don't know about. But I feel like I have a pretty damn good hand. Unless he could do 10 damage to me right now, I'm going to be all set. Gonna be all set. Oh, well, Stephen McCrory, 420. Oh, thank you, sir. You are so kind that it warms my plastic cockles. Cockles, man. Cockles. It'll be our little secret. And, you know, everyone else's when the video posts. Oh well, he doesn't get to know that. But that's what I wanted to say, McCrory. Anyway, I won that game. That was it for him. He had no way to deal with my vast army of Elesh Norn, and so I won. Hey, I have an idea. Let's do another game. Okay.
Elesh Norn calls for the rally.